you want to improve your accent, if you want to improve your listening comprehension, then these are the videos for you. They're very unique. You will not find other exercises like this on the internet. We are practicing with real life people who are trying to improve their listening comprehension and their accent through pronunciation, accentuation, and intonation. And if you want to do that, you can come along with us right now and you can watch these videos and practice with us. And if you would like to participate, just click on the link in the description to the Discord group. The first two people who volunteer once the video starts are the two people who get to practice with us on that day. And if you find these videos helpful, remember to press the like button and also subscribe. I need your help to grow my channel. It's a very unique channel. Well, now let's get started and let's improve our English accents and our listening comprehension. Good afternoon. Today we are going to be practicing English pronunciation, intonation, and accentuation while reading a comic book. We'll have some people joining us through Discord, and we're going to work on their accents while exploring interesting vocabulary words and interesting phrases. Pachu is here. Pachu says hello. Let's see. Let's open up Discord now. And if you would ever like to volunteer, then all you have to do is click on the link in the description and join the Discord group. And the first two people who volunteer after the video starts will be people who we use. Let's see here. Let me just get on here. We've got Pachu. Can you hear me? I see Pachu is here. And I see Mohammed. Mohammed?
Yes.
Hello. And then Alex also said he wants to volunteer. Okay, we've got. All right. Well, I'm happy we've got a lot of.
Sorry, Alex, right before the video started, but I wrote when the video started.
Okay.
So Alex one is not counted.
Okay. Don't worry. Let's try to fit everybody in. All right. So here, let's start. Let's start with the first cell here. Mohammed, can you read that? Danny finds.
Sorry, I can just listen. I have no problem. Okay, I
No,
can
that's
just
okay.
listen.
We can take turns. It's fine. Mohammed, can you read that? Danny finds. Do you see that?
Danny finds that he has called up a demon for the half world.
Okay. Now that first phrase, Danny finds that. Those first three words. What do you suppose is the most important word in that phrase?
Demon.
Just the first three words. Danny finds that. We're just focusing on those first three words.
Finds.
Okay. So can you say that again? But just focus. Don't really focus too much on the word Danny or that. It's just the word finds that we want. So Danny finds that.
Danny finds that.
Hmm. And also try to go a little bit higher in your tone if you could. Danny finds that.
Danny finds that.
Okay. Now the next three words, or the next four, let's do these four words. That he has called. That he has called. In all of those words, which word do you think is most important?
Called.
That's right. So it sounds like this: that he's called.
That's called.
That he's called.
That is called.
Danny finds that he's called up.
Danny finds that is called up.
Mhm. Try that again. Danny finds that he's called up.
Danny finds that he has called up
that he's called up.
that he that is called up
Okay, now the final phrase, a demon from the half world. A demon from the half world. Which words do you suppose are very important in that phrase?
a demon from the half world. A
Hmm.
demon.
Only demon, or do you think we could focus on anything else in there?
Half.
Okay. So how would that sound if you're just focusing on the word demon and the word half? How would that sound if you say that phrase?
A demon from the half world.
A demon from the half world.
A demon from the half world.
Okay. A demon from the half world. All right. And then Mohammed,
A,
can you go ahead, say it again.
a demon from the half world.
Okay. And then in that bubble, in the picture, what does it say?
I am
Tennis shot. I don't know. That's some demon name.
okay. I am a tennis shed slave of him who calls my name.
Okay. Which words do you think that we should emphasize in that phrase? Which words seem important to you?
Tennis shed,
Mm-hmm.
uh, s- slave,
Okay.
slave, uh, who calls and name.
Okay. So how would you say that? I am Tenishad, slave of him who calls my name.
I'm a tennis shed slave of him who calls my name.
Okay. So that means that whoever says my name, I become his slave, right? Does that make sense?
Okay.
Alex, can you read the next bubble? What does it say?
Okay. How can serve you, good friends? Ask, and I shall bring you hearts. Uh, what?
Desire, desire.
Desire. Yeah.
Okay.
D is it's like oh yeah, yeah. Heart
Okay.
desire. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if we just look at the first phrase, how can I serve you? Which words do you
Mhm.
think would be a good idea to focus on?
How
Okay.
how 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 can I serve? How can I serve you?
So we have how.
Serve. How can I serve?
Go ahead. How and
Yeah.
what?
How can how can I? No. How and serve you? Oh,
Let's
how?
just focus on how and serve.
Mhm.
So how can I in spoken English it would sound like this. How can I?
How can I?
How
How
can
can
I?
I? Yeah.
How can I serve you?
How can I serve you?
Okay. Now let's add the next phrase, good friends. What do you think we should focus on there?
Good.
Okay. How can I serve you, good friends?
How can I serve you, good friends?
Okay. Now, in the next phrase, ask and I shall bring. Which words do you think would be most important?
Ask, shall bring.
Okay, but you know words like shall or will or can. I mean, think about the word will. I will becomes I'll. You almost
I'll.
never
Okay.
you can emphasize any word that you want, but those words you almost never emphasize.
All right.
So I
Okay.
shall
So
bring.
that. Yep. I shall bring. Okay.
I shall bring.
Ask and I shall.
Go ahead.
I shall bring. Yeah.
Ask and I
Okay.
shall bring.
Ask and I shall bring
Okay, and then in the final phrase, your heart's desire. Which words do you think are important?
hearts and desire.
Okay. So how would you say that? Ask and I shall bring Say the whole phrase.
Ask and I shall bring your heart desire.
Okay.
Heart's desire.
How can I serve you, good friends? Ask and I shall bring your heart's desire.
How can I serve you, good friends? Ask and I shall bring you heart's desire.
Okay. And what does that mean? Can you tell me in different words what that means?
Uh, like, what can I do for you? Whatever you ask, I will bring it to you, or I'll do it for you.
Yeah, whatever you want, I'll bring it to you.
Whatever you want, yeah.
Hmm. Mohammed, can you read the next bubble? What does it say?
Danny, get that thing out of here.
Okay. And what do you think, Danny? Get that thing out of here. Which words do you think are worth emphasizing?
Danny and thing
Hmm.
and here.
Okay, so how would you say that if those are the words that you want to emphasize? How would you say it?
Danny, get that thing out of here.
Danny, get that thing out of here.
Danny, get that thing out of here.
Okay, let's move on to the next bubble. Mohammed, what does it say?
It might work very well, my friend. Bring us something to.
Sorry, I'm trying to refocus it so you could see. It might work very well.
Yes, uh, yes, I can see now.
Okay, go ahead and read it.
It might work very well. Uh, my friend, bring us something is to eat the best.
Do you know what does that very well? What does that mean here? What do you think that means?
Very well, very good.
But here the way I think they're using it, it kind of means like it means the same thing as okay. It's like agreeing with someone. It might work.
Yes,
Very well. Okay, okay, my friend. Bring us something. See, because the magic ghost or whatever it is says, "I'm your slave. Tell me what do you want?" And earlier they were talking about eating food. They were hungry. So they say, it might work. Very well. Okay, my friend, bring us something to eat. So that sort of means like, okay, okay, fine. Bring us something to eat. You want to be our slave? Okay, fine. Bring us food. Do you understand?
yes.
Okay. Now, in that phrase, it might work. Which words do you think we could focus on?
Uh, you know, it might work. First, work, then well,
Hmm.
and then my friend,
Well, just don't
and
go that
some.
far. Let's just start with let's finish at work. So probably no and work. No and work. It might work. Can you say that? It might work.
It might work.
It might work.
It might work.
Okay. Now we have very well, which means okay, fine. All right, fine. Uh, my friend, bring us something to eat. Where do you think, what should we focus on there? Very well, my friend, bring us something to eat.
Friend and something and eat.
Hmm. Maybe very. Well, let's see. Very well. Yeah, maybe very also. Very well, my friend.
Very well, my friend. Bring us something to eat.
What was your next one? So we have very well, my friend. And then after that, which words do you want to focus on?
something and eat.
Okay. And so we've got something, that's two words. Which word should get all of the attention?
Some.
Okay. Bring us something. Bring us something.
Bring us something.
And then what else?
Eat.
Okay. Bring us something to eat.
Bring us something to eat.
And then how about this final phrase? The best. Should we focus on anything there?
Best.
The best.
The best.
Let's try from the beginning. It might work. Say that.
It might work.
Very well, my friend. Bring us something to eat. The best.
Very well, my friend. Bring us something to eat. The best.
Okay, let's move on to our next scene here. Alex, can you read this bubble here? What does it say? Alex, are you there?
I'm here, yeah.
Oh,
Just about myself and mute you.
okay.
Yes.
What is the next bubble? What does it say?
This is more like it. Said the best, and he wrote.
What does that mean if he says this is more like it? What does that mean? Any idea?
That's okay, or that's what we need, like
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I was thinking about.
Mhm.
This is what I wanted. Right. Okay. So in that phrase, this is more like it, which words do you think we should be focusing on?
This is more like it. Like,
Hmm.
uh, but I think we have to emphasize or put a bit of stress in this.
I
This is
think you're
more
yeah,
like it.
I think you're right. This is more like it.
This is more like it. Yeah.
Hmm. This is more like it. I think this and more. This is more like it.
This and more. This is more like it.
Yeah, this is more like it. That's a very common phrase.
Okay. This is more like it.
Okay, and then what about the next? Now, the next phrase is pretty interesting. Can you read it again?
I said the best, and he wrote.
Okay, now this is sort of a comparison, comparing what he said versus what he brought. So this is going to emphasize certain words more than others. How do you think you would? Which words do you think you would emphasize in that phrase?
Said best,
Hmm.
brought it. Brought. Yeah.
Okay, so I said the best, and he brought it.
I said the best, and he brought it.
And, yeah, so that and he is just and he and D and me. It could be
And he
many
brought it. Yeah.
ways. And he brought it. And he brought it.
And he brought it. Okay. And he brought it.
I
Yeah.
said the best, and he brought it.
I said the best, and he brought it.
This is more like it. I said the best, and he brought it.
This is more like it. I said the best, and he brought it.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at the next bubble. Alex, can you read the next bubble? What does it say?
1 second. I have to just zoom in to have where is the next one?
Can
I
you see?
can't see the next
Can
one.
you don't see it? It's on the video screen. I
No.
put it sort of in the center. For years, I
Oh,
served Mr. Sylvester, sir.
okay. For years I served Mr. Sylvester, sir. I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house.
Hmm.
Command me, and all these things shall be yours.
Okay, now in that first phrase, for years I served Mr. Sylvester. Which words
Mhm.
do you think we should focus on?
Years served Sylvester.
Okay. So how would that sound? Can you read it, making sure that you focus on
For years, for years I served Mr. Sylvester.
for years I served Mr. Sylvester.
For years I served Mr. Sylvester.
Okay. I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house. Now, if you have a list, you could start high and sort of go down. I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house. So you can start high and start going low with each part of your list.
Okay. I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house.
And even this house.
And even this house, yeah.
I brought him.
Okay.
I brought him. I brought him.
Okay. I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house.
I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house.
I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house.
For years I served Mr. Sylvester.
For years I served Mr. Sylvester, and I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house.
Okay. Command me, and all these things shall be yours. Which words do you think we should focus?
Command all things yours. Because
Okay.
I think we don't have to stress command because it's going to be like,
I think it would
command me.
it would be a good idea to stress the word command.
Okay, good. Command me, and all these things shall be yours.
So you said command, and then what is the next word?
Uh, say, command me, and all things
Okay.
yours.
Command me, and all these things shall be yours.
Command me, and all these things shall be yours.
For years I served Mr. Sylvester. I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house. Command me, and all these things shall be yours.
For years I served Mr. Sylvester. Sir, I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house. Command me, and all these things shall be yours.
Okay, let's see. Mohammed, can you read the.
Where is Pachu?
I don't know. Uh,
He's in the he,
It's
he's
my turn, man. Let me speak.
Mohammed,
Why is always interrupting?
Mohammed, can you read the next bubble? What does it say?
Sure, I can read. Then that creature is making me so nervous that I can't eat. Ask him to go.
Okay, so if we look at the first part, Dan that creature, Dan that creature, which words do you think we could focus on?
Uh, creature.
Okay, so how will you read those three words together?
Then that creature.
Dan that creature, that creature,
Then that creature.
uh-huh,
Then that creature.
is making me so nervous. Now, in that phrase is making me so nervous. Which words should we focus on?
Then is making and nervous. Making and so and nervous.
Okay, making me. Okay, so let's try that. Is making me
Is making me
so nervous.
so nervous.
Dan, that creature is making me so nervous.
That creature is making me so
And
nervous
what is the, let's read the next four words.
that I can't eat.
Okay. What do you think we should focus on in that phrase?
Can't and uh, can't and eat.
Okay. That I can't eat. That I can't eat. Do you know, it's funny because I keep telling people that these negative phrases, you would think they would be something that you would try to pronounce very clearly because it's negative, but usually it's not. Probably the word that you would focus on would be eat. That I can't eat.
That I can't eat.
Hmm. And what is the final phrase here?
Ask him to go.
And what do you think we could focus on in that phrase?
Go.
Okay. So how would that sound? If that's the word that you're focusing on, how would the rest of it sound?
Ask him to go.
Ask him to go.
Ask him to go.
Maybe also the word ask. Maybe also the word ask. Ask him to go. Can you try it like that?
Ask him to go.
Okay. Dan, that creature is making me so nervous that I can't eat. Ask him to go.
That creature is making me so nervous to eat.
That I
Sorry.
that I can't.
That creature is
Sorry.
okay. Go.
Try
Go
again.
ahead. Okay. That creature is making me so nervous that I can't eat. Ask him to go.
Ask him to go.
Ask him to go.
Okay. All right. Now Pacha says he wants to read the next cell here. Uh,
Yes, sir.
so you're there. Okay. So
Yes.
so Pachu, can you read the next bubble? What does it say?
Okay, anything you say, Tennessee, while we finish up here, see that. And the bedroom is pawn over fit for a king and his queen.
Okay, now we have a phrasal verb here, done over. That means arranged. It sort of means arranged.
Yes.
So we'll look at the meaning of it when we get down there again. So now in that first phrase, okay, anything you say. Okay, anything you say. Which word do you think we should emphasize in that phrase?
Is it anything?
Okay. And so what part of anything should we emphasize? Any or thing?
Mm, it's any.
Any. Okay. Where's the that has two syllables? Which syllable has all of the power? Anything. Any. Which syllable has all of the power?
A.
Eh.
Any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything you say.
Okay, anything you say.
Okay. And the name of the demon is Teneshad. Okay. It's not important. We don't have to worry about that name too much. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the next phrase is while we finish up here. While we finish up here. Which words do you think we could emphasize in that phrase?
It's mm, up.
Uh huh.
Finish. Finish. Finish
Finish.
up.
Well, finish up is a phrasal verb. What's the difference? That's actually a good question. What's the difference between finish and finish up?
Finish. I don't know.
Uh, let's see. Let's ask ChatGPT that question.
Okay.
It's just that finish up seems a little bit more final. Like there's
Okay.
urgency or effort. Okay, so there's a little bit of a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have while we finish up here. So while we're finally done,
Yeah.
or we get it done, and which words do you think we should focus on?
Um, up.
Okay, finish up. While we finish up here,
While you finish up here.
okay, see that the bedroom is done over. So that's like see that the bedroom is arranged.
Okay. Done over means arrange.
Arranged, not arranged, but arranged.
Arrange.
Arranged.
Arrange.
hmm Okay.
Okay.
So see that but let's start from the beginning. Okay. Anything you say, Tenishad, while we finish up here, see that the bedroom is done over, fit for a king.
Okay. Anything you say, Tennessee, while we finish up here, see that the bedroom is turned over, fit for a king and his queen.
Okay, so I think in that final phrase, we will emphasize the word king and the word queen.
Get the king and its queen.
So done over, fit for a king and his queen.
Turn over for fit for a king and his queen.
Okay, so okay, anything you say, Tenishad, while we finish up here, see that the bedroom is done over, fit for a king and his queen.
Okay. Anything you say, Tennessee, while we finish up here, see that the bedroom is done over, fit for a king and his queen.
Okay. And what does the demon say?
At once, master.
And which word do you think we could focus on in that phrase?
Once and master.
Okay, at once, master.
At once, master.
Okay. All right. Let's do this because we've got three people here. It's a little bit confusing. Uh, let's Alex, can you read the top of this frame here? What does it say? Upon order.
Upon order, the demon transforms the bedroom into a dream for the Aro-
Arabian.
Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now in that first phrase, upon order, which word do you think we should focus on here?
Upon order. Yeah. I think upon order. I think the first one, upon.
Upon. Okay. And if you say that word upon, which syllable has all of the power?
Up, on, up,
Okay.
on,
But remember that
yeah,
a p has a lot of air, so you have to push the air out of your mouth. Upon.
upon, upon order, yeah,
Upon order.
upon order, yeah.
Okay. And then we have the demon transforms the. The demon transforms the.
The demon transforms the demon and trans.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Let
I think forms.
Okay, the demon transforms the, and so in that word transforms, which word
Hmm.
gets all of the power?
Forms, Transform the
Transform.
bedroom into a
Upon order, the demon transforms.
Mhm.
Can you say that?
upon upon order the demon transforms
Okay. And now let's read the next phrase, the bedroom into a dream.
bedroom dream.
Okay. So how will you read that phrase?
The bedroom into a dream.
Okay, the bedroom into a dream. And in the
Mhm.
final phrase, from the Arabian Nights, which words do you think we can focus on?
From the Arabian Nights.
Uh-huh.
Okay, from the Arabian Nights. Arabian and Nights, yeah.
Okay, from the Arabian Nights.
From the Arabian Nights.
Upon order, the demon transforms the bedroom into a dream from the Arabian Nights.
Upon or, upon order, the demon transformed the bedroom into a dream from the Arabian Nights.
Okay.
No.
All right. Now, Mohammed, would you like to read the bubble in the square here? Would you like to come on and read that part, please?
Um, from no complaints,
That's right. Hmm. Can you read that bubble? What does it say?
no complaints now. Tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits, sport clothes, and uh, do you remember when you said the clothes don't have a plural?
Well, clothes is already plural. It doesn't have a singular.
Uh, yes, but they are making it plural here.
Well, it's always plural. It's always plural. It doesn't have a singular. Like you can't say one,
Yes, okay.
you can't say one clothes. You have to say one piece of clothing or something like that. There's no singular form for that. It's just always clothes.
Yes.
Okay? Does that make sense? Is
Uh,
that pretty
okay.
clear?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I saw the reversal, yeah,
It's
the
confusing.
negative.
Okay.
Yes.
So we've got our first phrase, which is no complaints now. And which words do you think we could focus on there?
Complaints now.
Okay.
Complaints.
No complaints. No complaints. No complaints now. A. That's A. That's like, do you agree with me? A. Can you read that phrase again?
S- No complaints again.
Mm-hmm. No complaints now. A.
No complaints now.
Okay. And then we have tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits. Uh,
Tomorrow will
go ahead.
tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits.
Okay. Tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits. Which words can you focus on in that phrase?
Tomorrow and complete and outfits and new outfits.
Okay.
New outfit. New, yes.
So tomorrow and complete and new and outfits.
Yes.
How would you say tomorrow if that's an important word?
Tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits.
Well, which syllable has all of the power in the word tomorrow?
Uh, tomorrow. Middle
Tomorrow.
one.
That's right. So that's the syllable that you want to make bigger. Tomorrow
Tomorrow
we'll have
we'll have
Mhm.
tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits.
Mhm. Tomorrow we so you've got to make those strong syllables stronger. Tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits.
Tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits.
Uh-huh. And then what is the next phrase?
Sport clothes formals.
Okay, so that word close, you never pronounce the th. It's just like close the door.
Okay. Sport clothes formals.
Okay, and in that phrase, sport clothes, which word do you think should get all of the attention?
Three of them.
Well, we're just talking about
Sport
sport clothes.
clothes.
What are sport clothes? What are sport clothes?
Sport.
Okay, yeah. So it's some type of clothes. What kind of clothes? Sport clothes. So sport is like a description, an adjective. So we can focus on that word. Sport clothes,
Sport clothes
clothes,
formals.
clothes, like close the door. Sport clothes
Sport clothes
and
formals.
formals. Formals.
Formals.
Formals. We've got to emphasize the syllable with all the power. Formals.
Formals.
No complaints now, eh? Tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits. Sport clothes, formals.
No complaints now. Tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits, sport clothes, and formals.
Okay. And then what is the next bubble? What does that say?
I must be dreaming.
Mm-hmm. And which words do you think we should emphasize in there?
Must and dreaming.
Okay. Probably maybe just dreaming. And also the word G. Gee, I must be dreaming.
I must be dreaming.
Gee, I must be dreaming.
Gee, I must be dreaming.
Okay. All right. Pachu, can you see the
Yes.
next frame? What does it say? Oh wait, no, that's the same frame. Wait, let me change. We have to change the page. Okay. Pachu, can you see?
Yes.
Okay. What does it
Uh,
say?
okay. Eg, uh, eg,
Next morning.
exit morning.
Next morning.
Yes,
Next
sorry.
morning.
Next morning,
Next morning.
you do. Next morning.
Hmm.
How do I look in white tie and tails?
Okay. So tails. Well, I don't know if you know this. Do you know what he means by tails?
No,
Okay. Well, you know the word
no.
tail, though. You know what that word means, right? Tail. What is a tail?
Yes. Yeah, tail is how I describe it. Its tail is an animal.
Okay,
Monkeys has tails.
okay,
Yeah.
monkey, dog. Okay, but if you have a coat, I'm just going to show you a picture here.
Okay.
If you have a coat and the back is shaped like this, can you see the coat?
Yes.
This is a coat with tails.
Which part is tail?
Yeah, the back part, if you have a coat like that, that's a coat with tails. It's very formal.
Okay.
It's a very formal kind of dress.
Okay. I have never seen that, but yes, it is okay.
Yeah, so that's why the man is asking his girlfriend. He says, "How do I look in white tie and tails?" So his coat has
Yeah.
tails.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah. I got it.
Okay. All right. So can you make that question again?
Okay. How do I look in white tie and tails?
A, A.
A.
I mean, a bit could
A.
be I don't know, but it probably would be pronounced A. Okay. Now, in that first phrase, how do I look? Which words are important?
is a how, look,
Okay, so how does that sound if you put all of those words together? How do they sound?
how how do I look?
How do I look? How do I look?
How how do I look?
Okay, and now in the next phrase, in white ties and tails, which words do you think we should emphasize?
It's white
Okay, anything else?
and ties and tails also. Ties and
Hey,
tails.
now that's your favorite sound. That's like great.
Yeah. It's tail.
Tails, tails.
Tails.
How do I look in
Tails.
white tie and tails?
How do I look in white tie and tails?
And tails.
Eh,
Okay. All right.
and tails.
Alex, can you read the next bubble? What does the next bubble say?
Okay, I have dreamed of clothes like this, and now that I have got my hands on them, I will never give them up.
Okay. Now, in the first phrase, I've dreamed of clothes like this. Which words do you think are
Mhm.
very important to the phrase?
Dream, dream, and clothes,
Okay, but
clothes like this.
you don't really pronounce the th in close. It sounds like close the
Clothes,
door.
clothes.
The door.
Okay, clothes, clothes. Yeah,
Hmm. So
yeah,
dreamed and close.
yeah.
Anything else?
I've dreamed of clothes like this.
Okay, and probably this if we're going to add that part, that other
Yeah, this. Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I've dreamed of clothes like this.
I've dreamed of clothes like this.
Okay, and what about the next phrase? And now that I've got my hands on them.
And now that I've got, now that I got.
Okay,
Okay,
which words are important in that phrase? Now that I've got.
I think now, and the got,
Yeah, and now that I've got.
and now that I got
And then what about in the next phrase? My hands on them.
my hands,
Okay,
hands on,
hands on them.
hands on them,
And now that I've
my hands on them,
and now that I've got my hands on them,
and now that I got my hands on them,
I've dreamed of clothes like this. And now that I've got my hands on them.
I've dreamed of clothes like this, and now I've got my hands on them.
Okay, and what is the final sentence or the final phrase?
I'll never give. I'll never give them. I'll never give them up. Yeah,
Okay, what does that mean?
never.
Give them up. What
I
does that
will.
mean?
Uh, to give them up, to give up of something, to leave it, or just abandon it, or give it somebody else, or
Okay. And what do you
reject
think?
it, or something like that.
And what do you think about? Is that do you think that's literal or do you think that's abstract?
To give up. Uh, to give up. Actually, literal.
Literal? Okay, I agree with you.
Mhm.
So how should you say give them up if that's a pretty literal way of using give up?
I will do the same mistake. I think the last one.
It,
Give.
it's up. You
Never.
want to emphasize
Give
the preposition.
up.
If it's literal, you should emphasize the preposition.
Give them up.
Give them up.
Mhm.
Give them
Up.
up.
Yeah. Give them up. Give them up. Yeah.
And
Give them up.
let's also emphasize the word never. I'll never give him up.
I'll never give them up. Give them up.
I've dreamed of clothes like this.
I've dreamed of clothes like this,
And now
and now
go ahead.
that I've got my hand on them,
Hmm.
I will never give them up.
Okay. All right. All right. Mohammed, what is the next line here?
Look at
Tenishad. That's the name of
Uh, the name of what?
the demon, the ghost, the devil.
Tinshed.
Yeah, you see here he is.
Is it Tinshed?
We're this is him. You see, he's like a magic. He's like a demon or something evil who gives wishes.
Yes, but I noticed that the language here is much easier than the novels we take.
Yeah, well, it isn't.
Easier than Dracula.
In some respect, it's easier because it's simpler, but sometimes they give you slang terms or phrasal verbs or expressions that you probably will never encounter in the books. It's very different.
Is the slang different between US and UK, or they have similarities?
There are definitely words that they use in the UK that they don't use in the US, and also the opposite. But most of it's pretty. It's not so different. It's not terribly different. But both.
Like it trains cat and dogs. Maybe it's used both in US and UK.
It's true. It could be used.
Uh,
It's funny because they always teach that phrase in classes, but nobody ever really says it. So
yes, I noticed that.
they always that's always
And
included. That's always included in English expressions, raining cats and dogs, but nobody ever really says that anywhere.
yes, and I am on the eighth cloud or seventh cloud. Uh,
What?
a slang word. I am on. If I want to say I'm very happy,
You're on
there
cloud
is.
nine. I'm on cloud nine.
I'm on cloud nine. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, people, I think people
This.
say that more than raining cats and dogs. I'm on cloud
Yes.
nine. Okay, what does it say in this bubble here?
Look at ten shed now.
Okay, so Tenishad, that's the demon, the little devil. That was not a very good bubble. So let's look at the next bubble. What does it say?
He- He's growing. He's getting to be the size of a house.
Okay, so he's grown. He's grown. In that phrase, he's grown. Which word gets all of the attention?
Grown.
Okay, he's grown. Can you say grown extra big?
He's grown.
Okay. Now he's getting to be. He's getting to be. In that phrase, he's getting to be. Which words do you think we should emphasize?
Getting
Okay.
and be.
Okay. So how would you say that? If those are the words that you want to emphasize, how will the phrase sound?
Is getting to be.
He's getting to be.
Is getting to be.
Okay. And then if we look at the final part of the phrase, the size of a house, which words do you think we should emphasize?
Uh, size and house.
Oh, so how does that sound? If you say all of those words together, how does it sound?
The size of a house.
The size of a house.
The size of a house.
He's grown. He's getting to be the size of a house.
Is growing. He's getting to be the size of a house. He's growing. He's getting to be the size of a house.
Okay. And the uh, getting to be the size or the size?
The size.
Try it again.
He's growing. He's getting to be the size of a house.
Okay. And then we have this picture here, sniff sniff. I don't know what he's sniffing. That's sniffing. So he's smelling something, but I don't know what. Okay. Pachu,
Yes, sir.
Can you read the next bubble? What does it say?
Mm, can you zoom in?
I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, Teddy said, I don't understand this. What's more, I saw something cross the floor near her feet.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on here?
Okay. So Teneshad, I don't understand this. In that phrase, I don't understand this. Which words are most important?
I understand.
Okay. So and when you say understand, that's made of two words. Which word gets all of the attention?
Un- under
Okay, under.
understand.
Okay, and under has two syllables. Which syllable will you emphasize?
Un
Okay.
under.
So if you say I don't understand, how will you say that if the focus is that syllable un?
I don't understand.
I don't understand. You know what? It's funny. I think that we have to do two emphases with understand. I think it must be under and stand. I think it must be both of them. I don't understand because stand, I cannot make that small when I'm saying this.
Okay. Then he said, I don't understand.
I don't understand this.
I don't understand this.
Now, here's a phrase, what's more. What does that mean? If you use that phrase, what's more, what does that mean?
Yes. Yeah, it is in addition
Yeah.
or yeah, moreover.
Okay.
Yes.
And now, this is not a question, this is just an exclamation. So, what do you think is the most important word in that phrase?
Uh, so what's more is more.
Yeah. So, it's because it's not a question, it's not what, it's what's more,
What's more?
what's more.
What's more?
Teneshad, I don't understand this. What's more,
Then he said, I don't understand this. What's more?
okay. And then the next phrase is, I saw something. I saw something.
I saw something.
Which words do you think we should emphasize in that phrase? I saw something.
I just saw and something.
Okay. So if you say something, which word gets all of the emphasis?
There's some.
Okay. So it's not some, but some.
Some.
I saw
Some.
something.
I saw something.
Hmm. And then we have cross the floor.
Yeah, it's across the floor.
What does that mean? I saw something cross the floor. What do you understand from that?
Yeah, so uh, cro- crossing the floor, I saw something.
Yeah, like maybe moving across the floor, running across the floor, like a mouse or a snake.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's
okay,
talking
yes.
about, but but he saw something. Okay. So in that phrase cross the floor, what are the big words? What are the important words?
Uh, is a floor,
Maybe cross also.
cross also.
I saw something cross the floor.
I saw something cross the floor.
Teneshad, I don't understand this. What's more, I saw something cross the floor.
Denisa, I don't understand this. What's I saw something cross the floor.
Okay, and then we have near your feet.
near your feet.
And which words do you think are important in that phrase? Near your feet.
As a near and the feet.
Okay. So how does that sound if you say those words together?
Near your feet.
Near your feet.
Near your feet.
Tenishad, I don't understand this. What's more, I saw something cross the floor near your feet.
Tenisard, I don't understand this. What's more, I saw something cross the floor near your feet.
Okay. And then finally, we do have a question. The final part of this is, what is the question, Pachu?
What's going on here?
Okay, what are the important words in that question?
As what and here
Okay, now
and also
going on is a phrasal verb. And what do you think? Is that a literal phrasal verb or an abstract phrasal verb? It happened. What's happening here? What's going on here?
yeah, so abstract.
I don't think so because this is on, which means like continue happening, and going. Like what's continuing going? I think it's a literal phrasal verb. But that could be very relative. I mean, maybe that makes sense to you, but it doesn't make if that makes sense to me, but it doesn't make sense to you that it's literal. So, but
Yes.
I would say that it's probably literal. And because,
Okay.
that word on has a meaning here, it means like continuing to happen. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
which word should you emphasize, going or on?
If it is literal, then we emphasize on,
Yeah.
and if it's abstract, we emphasize on going.
Yeah. So, what's going on here?
What's going on here?
What's going on here?
What's going on here?
Tenishad, I don't understand this. What's more, I saw something cross the floor near your feet. What's going on here?
Denny said, I don't understand this. What's more, I saw something cross the floor near your feet. What's going on here?
Okay. All right. Alex, let's take a look at the next bubble. What does it say here?
I don't see the one.
Yeah.
We're still in the same page.
I
We
saw
need to
nothing.
change the
Do you
page.
see where it says I saw nothing?
Mhm.
I saw nothing, master. Nothing. Do you see that?
Okay, I saw nothing, Master. Nothing. Yeah.
Okay. So in that first phrase, I saw nothing, which words do you think are very important?
So I saw
Okay.
nothing. I saw nothing good.
So which words are important? Which words will you emphasize?
So and nothing.
Okay.
We put a bit of stress on nothing as well. I saw nothing. I
Okay.
saw.
Now in the word
I think
nothing,
nothing
in
only.
the word nothing, which syllable has all of the power?
Nothing. Thing.
That would be nothing. Nothing. Is that how you
No.
pronounce? Is
Okay.
that the
So
correct
no.
pronoun?
No.
Go ahead.
No. Nothing. Yeah. No. No.
Nothing.
I saw
Nothing.
nothing. Yeah.
I saw
I
nothing.
saw nothing. Yeah.
I saw nothing. Can you say that?
I saw nothing.
I saw. And then what about master? Is that an important word, do you think?
Master. Nothing. Yeah. Master.
I
Yeah.
saw I saw nothing, master.
I saw nothing, Master. Yeah.
I saw nothing, master. Nothing.
I saw nothing, Master. Nothing. Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty short cell. So let's look at the next one also, okay? Uh, Alex, can you read the next
Eek.
bubble?
Eek.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing touching me. Touched me. Oh, look.
Okay, so first of all, eek is like the way somebody screams. That's the sound of someone
Yes.
screaming, like ah. That's just a way of spelling that eek. Okay, and then we have something touched me. Which words would you emphasize in that phrase?
Touch it.
Okay, what about something?
So yeah, but we put a bit of stress on something, but I think we exaggerate and touched me. Something touched me.
Something touched me.
Okay. Something touched me.
Okay, and then what is the final bubble here?
Oh, look. Oh, look.
Uh, wait a minute. Oh, look. Oh, I missed that part. Okay, yeah. Oh, look. Okay. And then what is in the next bubble?
Great Scott. What's that?
Okay. And that phrase "great Scott," it's kind of old-fashioned. People don't say that anymore. But that's like saying "oh my god" or something like that. Okay. But I
First,
I, I
first
wouldn't
time here.
what?
The first time I hear it. That
Oh, yeah, it's pretty
Great Scott.
old-fashioned. If you see something from the 1950s or before, you probably see that a
Hmm.
lot. It's just a way of like saying, "Oh my gosh," or something like that. Okay.
Hmm.
So, uh, so let's forget about that phrase. What is the question that they're asking?
What is that?
Which word do you think you should
What is
emphasize?
that? What?
What's that?
What is that? What
What's
is
that?
that here?
What's that? Okay. All right. Mohammed, can you read the next cell? What does it say here?
Oh, you mean this, master?
Okay. And so we have our question.
These are
Go ahead.
okay. Oh, you mean this, master?
Hmm. What do you think we should emphasize in that phrase? Oh,
Uh, oh, you mean oh and mean and master.
okay. So I think also we have to use these. We have to emphasize these. Oh, you mean these, master?
Oh, you mean this, master?
It's funny because I think we've been practicing sort of medium-sized phrases or medium-sized sentences, and maybe you would imagine that longer sentences are more difficult, but it seems like the shorter sentences are the difficult ones.
Yes.
Okay. So, oh, you mean these masters, master. Say that again.
Oh, you mean this, master?
Okay. And in this final bubble here, what does it say?
These are my bets.
And now, when you say pets, don't forget that you have to pu- push the air out. Pets.
Okay. These are my bets.
Hmm. And which words do you think are important in that phrase?
These and my bets.
Okay. So, how does that sound?
These are my bets.
These are my pets.
These are my bets.
These are my pets. Okay. Let's move on to our next page. Uh, let's see. Pachu, can you look at the next cell? What does it say here? Are you there?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's in the red box. What does it say? Can you read that? Can you see it? It's a little bit hard to see.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Now. Okay. Yes. Yes. Danny,
Mm-hmm.
Nas,
Wife.
and his wife. Where is W?
It's just very hard
That
to see. It's really, really hard to see the way that's written. That's supposed to be a W.
So,
Mhm.
mm, no, okay, yes. Danny Nass and his wife were a long time getting to sleep that night, but it, what is this? Yeah, I don't
But it
see.
well, let me. But next morning,
Okay, but next morning,
mhm. Let's try that again. Now that that's a very long sound. So his name is Danny Nash.
Danny Nass.
Let's see.
Yeah,
John Smith. Mark Jones.
John
Mark
Smith.
Jones. I'm trying to think which do we emphasize the first word, the first name, or the second name? Let's see. John Smith. John Smith. Danny Nash. So you emphasize the first name. Danny
Yeah, exactly.
Nash
It's Danny Nass
and his wife.
and his wife.
Now, are those two words "and his"? Are those important words?
No,
Okay, so they'll be very small. Danny Nash and his wife.
Danny Nass and his wife
Okay, were a long time getting to sleep.
were a long time getting to sleep.
What words are important in that phrase? Were a long time getting to sleep.
It's a long time and sleep.
Okay, which one is more important, long or time?
It's a long.
Yeah. Okay. And I think getting to sleep. I think also getting. So I think long
Yeah.
getting sleep.
Mm, yes, long getting sleep.
Or a long
Yes.
time getting to sleep.
We're long time getting to sleep.
But don't forget the A and were a long time getting to sleep.
We're a long time getting to sleep.
Okay. Denny Nash and his wife were a long time getting to sleep.
Danny Nass and his wife were a long time getting to sleep.
Were a long time getting to sleep that night.
We're a long time getting to sleep that night.
Hmm. And then in the final phrase, but next morning, which word do you think is important?
As a next.
Okay, but next morning,
But next morning,
Danny Nash and his wife were a long time getting to sleep that night, but next morning,
Danny Nass and his wife were a long time getting to sleep that night, and
mhm.
but next morning.
Okay, and then let's see. It looks like there's something in the bed. And
Yes.
what does the husband say?
So can we just I want to say few words, sir.
Go ahead.
So in the comic book, in this comic book,
Mm,
there is any scene, movie scene, or something, uh, so that we can figure out the context. Actually, what is this picture showing, or something like we see episode something, and there is also the title headline, so that we can capture all the themes of that episode, something.
uh,
If it,
well, I think I mean that usually it's the first picture. I hope I don't lose my place here. It's usually the first picture that will show that. So uh, I'm just going back to the beginning of the story. You see the title,
yeah, okay,
the title. Oh wait, let me see if I can move this down a little bit. The title is Murder Mansion, and then it
okay, yes,
shows in the first frame what's going to happen. You have the husband, the wife, and some kind of scary monster. So usually in a
yes,
comic book like this, it would be the first picture that has the title in it that will show you what the story is. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, yeah. So it's usually the first picture will show you.
Okay.
Okay, now hopefully I can find that page
Yes.
again. Where was it? There it is.
Yes.
Okay. So what does the husband say? He says the wife is jumping out of bed and he says what? Now what?
Now, what?
Yeah, and I think both of those are important. I don't think you can pick one. It's now what? It's frustration. All of the words are pronounced.
Yeah.
Okay?
The now what?
Now
Yes.
what? Yeah, when you're angry or frustrated, you pronounce all of the words.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Now what?
Now what? Alex, can you take a look at the next frame? What does it say?
Look in, just look in my bed.
Okay, now I think this becomes important. Which words do you think are really important in that very short phrase?
Look, look in my bed.
Maybe look in bed.
Look in, look in bed. Yeah.
So probably not in, just bed. Look and bed. So in a short phrase like that, I think that's really where the accentuation becomes important. Look in my bed.
Okay. Look in my bed.
You see how in my you almost don't hear it.
In my, in my.
Look in my bed.
Look in my bed.
Okay, and then we have
Okay.
ugh. That's just an expression
Ugh,
of that just
ugh.
means
Yeah.
you're frustrated or scared or
Hmm.
disgusted or something. Okay, well these are very short frames here that we've got. So and then Alex, what does it say in the next frame?
I can't see it. It's not before me.
You don't see it?
Can you just see? Yeah. 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 Okay. Where did? Yeah. Can I scroll up a bit? Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
you see?
Oh.
At breakfast.
And at the breakfast and at breakfast
Okay, and which word would you emphasize in that phrase? And at breakfast.
and at breakfast
Okay.
at and
Or
at breakfast
yeah, that's what I did, but maybe it would be better if you emphasize breakfast and at breakfast.
and at breakfast.
Okay, and then what does the husband say?
Great Scott!
Okay, what does
Oh my
that
God!
mean? What does that mean?
It's oh my God! Oh God!
Yeah, oh
Oh
my
God!
God,
Oh
something
gosh!
like
Or oh
that.
my God!
But it's old fashioned. People don't really say that anymore. Okay. And then what about, so we can see there's a monster attacking them. And what does the husband say?
Another one.
Okay, and again, I think that in these very short phrases, I think you would probably emphasize both words. So if you say,
Another one. Another one.
so where's the accent in another? Which syllable has the accent?
And na
Yeah, nah.
another
Another one.
another another one. Yep.
Another one.
Another one.
Okay. Mohammed, what is in the next frame? What does it say? Once Danny, can you read that?
Once Danny had revived Helen, their decision was quickly made.
Okay. Now, what does that revive? What does that mean? Revive.
Back to life.
Yeah, and we've talked about that root viva before, which means life, and we know that re means again. So revive means like giving life again. So
Yes.
in that phrase, once Danny had revived Helen, which words are important?
Once Danny had Danny and revived.
Okay, I think once here is important because it's sort of a condition. Like, first I'm going to tell you one thing, and then I'll tell you what happened after. So I think that once it's kind of a signal that I'm telling two things. So I think that may be an
Is
important word. Go ahead.
is once like hence have the same, they have the same meaning?
No, once is more like after. Here, here, what it means is sort of like after. After Danny had revived Helen.
Yes. And hence,
Hence means from this point on. So
oh,
I guess I could see why you're confused about that. Uh, well, let's ask ChatGPT. From now on, or from this specific point in time. Let's see. Hence or 5 years hence. Okay, well, you know what the difference would be? And first of all, people would not use the word hence in regular conversation. That might be something that you read in a book, but you almost would never hear someone using hence as a time expression in conversation. Is that pretty clear?
it's formal.
Well, it's something that you would normally be written but not spoken. But you have to put a time expression with it. 5 weeks hence. You know, you have to add. So you name a time expression, and then you put the word hence, and it means from 5 weeks up to this point. Okay, and it's very formal. It's something that you would only see written. But once is a very common phrase that means sort of like after. It just means after, and you don't have to do anything fancy or weird with it. Does that make sense? Is that pretty clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, but I think that once is the type of word that you should emphasize here. So, because it means after. Okay. So let's review our special words. We have once and what else?
Revived.
Revived.
So it will,
Uh huh.
yes. Once Danny had revived Helen.
Okay. But let's make sure that we're emphasizing the important words, and we don't really have to pronounce the words in between very much. Once Danny'd, you could even make a contraction with Danny had. Danny'd, once Danny'd revived Helen.
Once Danny had revived Helen.
Okay. Now, in the next phrase, their decision was quickly made. Which words do you think we should emphasize?
Decision and quickly.
Okay. So, how would you read that if those are the important words?
Their, their decision was quickly made.
Okay, decision. Which syllable has all of the power? Decision.
Decision. Middle
Decision.
one.
Okay. And what about quickly?
Quickly. First syllable.
Okay. So let's read it emphasizing those syllables and not really fully pronouncing the other ones. Their decision was quickly made. Made also, I think.
Their decision was quickly made.
Made. Make that bigger. Made.
Uh, their decision was quickly made.
Once Danny had revived Helen, their decision was quickly made.
Once Daniel revived Helen, their decision was quickly made.
Okay. And Mohammed, what is the next bubble? What does it say?
We're getting out of here right now.
And which words do you think we should emphasize in that?
Getting and here.
Okay. Uh, which word do you think is more important, getting or out in this situation? They're afraid They want to run away from these monsters. Which word do you think is more important, getting or out?
Out.
Yeah, we're getting out of here.
We're getting out of here.
And when you say right now, which word should get all of the power?
Now.
I think right, because the difference between now and right now is right makes it immediately, and now is a little bit more flexible. So when you say right now, the emphasis is on right. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
Okay. We're getting out of here right now.
We're getting out of here right now.
Okay. And what is in the final bubble here? Wait till I get my new clothes. She wants to get her new clothes before they leave.
Yes. Wait till I get my new clothes.
What do you think?
Won't leave.
Mm-hmm.
Won't leave without them.
So, which words should we emphasize and wait till I get my new clothes? Which words are most important?
Get and new.
Okay. Wait till I get my new clothes. Okay, try it.
Wait till I get my new clothes.
Okay.
Clothes.
Close, like close the door. Okay.
Clothes.
And in that final phrase, I won't leave without them. Which words should we emphasize?
Leave and them.
Okay. What about without? Don't you think that could be an important word?
Yes, could be.
Okay. So which part should you emphasize in without them? Which word is most important in that word?
Out.
Yeah. I won't leave without them.
I won't leave without them.
Wait till I get my new clothes. I won't leave without them.
Wait till I get my new clothes. I won't leave without them.
Okay. Let's see. Pachu, what is the next part of the dialogue? What does it say?
They they are like they are like rats.
They're like rats.
They're like rats.
Which words do you think are the most powerful in that sentence?
It's rats.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how will you say that?
They're like rats.
Okay, they're like rats. Okay, we can see the picture. Now they're escaping in their beautiful clothes. And then that was a pretty short frame. So, Pachu, can you read the next one? Guarding all the doors.
Okay. Mm, yes.
Do you see it?
They are guard. Yes. They are guarding all the doors and windows.
What are the.
Will never
Sorry, go ahead.
will never get out.
Okay. And in that first phrase, they're guarding all the doors and windows. Which words do you think are important?
It's doors and windows.
Mm-hmm.
All is also
Okay. So how we? What about guarding? Do you think that could be an important word too?
yes.
Okay. So how would you read it? Let's start with they're guarding. How would you read that phrase if guarding is an important word?
They are guarding
Guard.
all the doors.
They're guarding.
They are guarding,
They're guarding. Say it like that.
guarding
Uh huh. All the doors
all the doors
and windows.
and windows.
They're guarding all the doors and windows.
They are guarding all the doors and windows.
And then in the final phrase, we'll never get out. Which words do you think might be important?
never, and out,
Out.
get out,
Okay.
out. Yeah,
So how would you say that phrase? If never and out are the important words, how does the whole phrase sound?
will never get out.
We'll never get out.
Will never get out.
We'll never get out. Okay. And can you read the next
Look,
bubble? What does it say?
look at him.
Okay, and
S-
that's them. Look at them. Look at them.
Okay, so look at them.
And which word is most important in that phrase?
Is look,
Look at them.
look at him.
Look
Look
at
at
them.
him.
Make look a very big word. Look at them.
Look, look at him.
Look at them.
Look at him.
Okay. Now, the next phrase, spoiling for a fight, that means they really want to have a fight. They're ready to have a fight. That's what that means. Spoiling for a fight. Can you read that?
Spoiling for a fight.
Okay. And which words do you think are important in that phrase? Spoiling for a fight.
Is a fight and spoiling.
Okay. So, how will you read that then? If those are the two important words, how should that whole phrase sound?
Spoiling for fight.
Now, in that word spoiling, which syllable has all of the power?
Is I'll
Spoil,
spoil,
spoil, spoil.
spoil, spoil.
So it sounds like
Yes.
this: spoiling for a fight.
Spoiling for fight.
Look at him, spoiling for a fight.
Look at him. Spoiling for a fight.
Okay. And what is the final phrase in that sentence?
So go, okay,
Go ahead.
go back upstairs and fast.
Okay.
Sorry,
Now,
go up
go ahead.
stairs and fast.
Now go back. That's a phrasal verb, right?
Yes,
What does that mean when you have back with a verb? What does that usually mean?
as a return.
Return. So this is one where you have a preposition and it means something. It means return. So is this a literal
Yeah.
or an abstract phrasal verb?
Is a literal.
Literal. Literal. Okay. So which word will
Okay.
you emphasize? The word go or the word back?
Is a back.
Yeah, go back.
Go back.
Okay. And then how about upstairs? Is that a word that we should emphasize?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. So how will you say
Upstairs. Upstairs.
upstairs? Go back
Upstairs.
upstairs.
Go back. Go back upstairs.
Fast.
Fast.
Go back upstairs. Fast.
Go back. Go back upstairs. Fast.
Back. Make it big. That means return. Let's return.
Go back upstairs and fast.
Look at him spoiling for a fight. Go back upstairs. Fast.
Look at him. Spoiling for a fight. Go back upstairs fast.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. That was the end of the page. All right, Alex, Mr. Alex.
Yes, sir.
Can you see? Can you see the yellow box at the top of the?
No.
No, you don't see it.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. You turn the page now. Yeah.
Uh huh.
No. Still have look there. Where is the one? They all. Yeah. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Danny and oh, Danny and Helen try to come to some understanding with the
Tennis shot. Okay.
tennis shad,
Okay,
ten
so
shad, yeah.
Danny and Helen tried to come. In that phrase, Danny and Helen tried to come. Which words do
Mhm.
you think we should emphasize?
Danny and Helen try to come. Okay, well, we're going to emphasize the names as well. Danny and Helen try to come. Try to come.
Mm-hmm. So which word?
I think
Go ahead.
so. It's good. Danny, Helen, try come
Okay. I don't know how much you have to say. Well, let's do this. Let's try to be a little bit efficient. Danny and Helen. Which word do you think I'm
Danny and Helen.
which word do you think I'm saying strongly? Danny and Helen.
Danny, Danny,
Dan-
Danny and
yeah. Let's try to do it like that. Okay, so we have try and come. Danny and Helen try to come.
try and Danny and Helen try to come
Okay. And then we have to some understanding with. Which
to
words
some understand. Okay,
which words do you think are important?
understand to some. Danny and Helen try to come to some understanding with understand
Understanding with
understand with understanding with
okay. I think
to
some and understanding. Some
some
understanding.
some and understand.
Some
Mhm.
now it's funny, understanding is an interesting word because well, let's see. First of all, understanding. It's four syllables. And which syllables have power? Understanding. Is it more than one syllable?
It's under, but the more stress in standing, understanding, yeah, to understanding.
So it's got more than one emphasized syllable. Do you notice that?
Yes,
Which are the two
I
syllables that have emphasis? Understanding.
the premium one,
The,
the
fir-
premium one is standing.
the first one, under.
The, no, the premium is the more stress in the understanding.
Well, it's really it's funny because we're going to emphasize the word some, and it would sound better if we have something small in between. So in this case, it would be better to emphasize stand. Some understanding.
Some understanding, yeah.
Yeah, it would just be good to have a little soft space in between them. Some understanding
Okay.
with.
Some understanding with.
Danny and Helen try to come to some understanding with Teneshot.
Danny and Helen try to come to some understanding with tension.
Teneshot, that's the name of the demon. Okay.
Tennis, Mhm.
Okay, and then what does the first bubble say?
And so I ordered you to call off your pets and let us go free.
Okay. So, because remember, Tennis Shot says, "Oh, whatever you, if you say my name, you are my master, and I will do whatever you want." So now he's saying, "Okay, I order you to." This is a phrasal verb, call off. What does that mean? Call off.
To finish or to leave or something like that.
Cancel. It's really like cancel.
Yeah.
Okay, but actually, do you think this is a literal phrasal verb?
To call off, to cancel. Yeah, literal.
Okay, I agree with you. I think it is literal. So which word would you emphasize? Call or off?
Off,
Off.
off.
Call off.
Mm, Call off. Yeah.
Okay, now we have and so I order you to. In that phrase, and so I order you to, which words are important? Which words should you emphasize?
So order.
Okay. And that word order, which syllable has all of the power?
Order.
Okay. And
Or.
so I order you to call off your pets.
And so I order you to call off your pets.
Okay. And what is the final phrase?
And let us go free. Let us
Okay.
go free.
Now, let go, that's a phrasal verb. That means
Hmm.
release. Release.
Yeah.
And is that literal? Do you think that's literal or abstract?
It makes sense later as well.
It
Go
is.
free. I mean,
It is because let means like permit and go means leave. So it's very literal. So which word should you emphasize? Let or go?
let us go.
Go. And let us
Let it
go.
go. And let us go free. Yeah.
And so I order you to call off your pets and let us go free.
And so I order you to call off your pets and let us go free.
Okay. And now this next phrase, what is the next bubble? Read the next bubble.
You order me a big fellow like me. Come, I like you. You must stay here with me and my pets.
Okay. Now, this first phrase. Imagine the monster. He's a big, powerful monster. And he says, "You order me?" Right? Because it's not like you order me. It's not like you order
Yeah,
Uber Eat,
yeah.
right? He can't believe this little.
You order me?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is why accentuation is very important because sometimes it gives little ideas like this. You order me?
You order me?
It's like I can't believe it, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and then now let's look at that next phrase. A big fellow like me. Which words are important in that phrase?
A big fellow like me.
Which word?
A big and like
Okay. Uh, a big fellow like me. I think me. I think you have to emphasize me.
me. Yeah. Okay. A big fellow like me.
Okay, but fellow is not such a big word, so don't give it so much power. A big fellow like me.
A big fellow like me.
You order me? A big fellow like me?
You order me. A big fellow like me.
Okay, and now we just have a one word sentence, which is come. Do you think we should emphasize that
Yeah.
word?
Sure.
Okay, so how does it sound?
Come.
Come.
Yeah.
We were talking a little bit about music and intonation. And do you think this is a serious situation or a friendly situation?
That's serious. It's like a mockery. Like That's
This is a monster telling you what to do. This is serious, right?
Mhm.
So he
Okay.
he wouldn't say it in a friendly way. He wouldn't say come. He would say come.
Come. Yeah.
Yeah,
Come.
in a
Yeah.
low
Yeah.
tone.
Serious.
Low music, not high music.
Come.
Come. You order me,
Come.
a big fellow like me, come.
Come. Come means come down. Yeah. Like relax or.
No, this is not calm. This is come. He's telling him, you come here. You come to me.
Come. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mixed it up. Come, it's just, yeah. Okay. You order me, a big fellow like me, come.
Mm-hmm. And then what is the next phrase?
I like you.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You must stay here.
okay. Now in that phrase, I like you, again, a very short sentence. Uh, this is kind of interesting, because we have the scary monster and
Mhm.
everyone's starting to feel scared. And then what does he say? I like you.
I like you.
That's weird, isn't it?
Hmm.
Which word do you think we should emphasize in that little phrase?
Like, I like you.
Okay, and maybe, yeah, also make it hi and friendly. I like you.
I like you. I like you.
Okay. Or you could emphasize the word you, meaning I hate the other people, but you're my little friend. I like you.
I like you.
Okay. And then what is the next phrase?
You must stay here.
Okay. And which words do you think are important in that phrase?
Must
All right.
stay is what you must stay.
Usually
No, stay.
usually the modals, even though it makes sense that you would emphasize the modals, usually it's not a word that you emphasize. Think about I
Word.
will becomes I'll. You don't even say the whole
I'll.
word.
I'll. Yeah.
So you can emphasize any word that you want, but usually in a regular sentence, for some reason they're not important. So could you pick other words besides must?
Stay. Stay.
Okay. Anything else or just stay?
Here. Here's what.
Okay. You must stay here.
You must stay here
Okay. And then what about the next one? What is the next phrase?
with me.
And which word do you think is important in
With,
that phrase?
with me.
Uh,
Me.
you order me? A big fellow like me? Come. I like you. You must stay here with me.
Okay. You order me, a big fellow like me? Come, I like you. You must stay here with me.
Okay. And then what is the final phrase?
And you and my bits.
Uh, okay. Now, is that first of all, there are two words. There's bets, that's like gambling, like playing poker. And then there's pets. Which one are we talking about? Are we gambling? Are we playing poker? Or are we talking about cats and dogs?
We'll talk about animals, cats and dogs.
Okay,
Pets, yeah.
so this for this reason you have to push the air out of your mouth.
Pets,
Don't
yeah.
eat it. Pets
Okay. Pets, yeah.
with me and my pets.
With me and my pets.
I mean, which and in that phrase and my pets, what is the important word?
With me and my pets.
Mhm.
Pets.
Pets. Okay. You order me, a big fellow like me, come. I like you. You must stay here with me and my pets.
You order me, a big fellow like me? Come, I like you. You must stay here with me and my pets.
Okay. All right. And Mohammed, in the next frame here, what does it say in the red box?
But at these words, Helen's
Rot.
overwrought nervous give way completely.
To ring something, this is WRING. Okay, it kind of means to do this. You see what I'm doing? This is ringing something. WRING. And
Okay.
if something is wrought, it means this has happened to it. It's kind of like torture. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if you have overwrought nerves, it means this has happened to your nerves very much. You've had a difficult, horrible time. Your nerves have been abused. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in our first phrase, but at these words, what do you think would be the important words in that phrase?
These and words.
Okay. So how would you say that phrase? If you wanted to emphasize those two words, how would it sound?
But at these words.
Okay. But at these words,
But at these words.
okay. And then we have Helen's overwrought nerves. Can you?
Overwrought and nerves.
Mm-hmm. Now, what does over mean? If you put over in front of a verb or an adjective, what does that mean?
Emphasis.
It means too much. Too much. So
Yes.
if you overwork, you work too much. If you overeat, you eat too much. It's bad. It's bad when you put over in front of a verb or an adjective. It means it happens too much. So if you say
Okay.
overwrought, what do you think is the most important part of that word?
Over.
Mm-hmm. And that has two syllables. Over. Which syllable has all of the power?
First one.
Okay. So we would say Helen's overwrought nerves.
Helen's overwrought nerves.
Okay. And then it says give way completely. What does that mean, give way? That's a phrasal verb.
Give way.
Mm.
I don't know.
It kind of means like surrender. Do you know the word surrender?
It's like give up.
Like give up, surrender, something like that. Hmm. Does that make sense? Give way completely.
Yeah.
What do
Yes.
what does that sound like? Does that sound literal to you?
I know give up, but not give way.
Okay, but we're talking about give way now, which is very similar. And do you think that that sounds, now that you know what it means, do you think that it's literal or abstract?
Literal.
Literal. Okay, so which word would you emphasize?
Give.
Well, if it's literal, you would probably want to emphasize the
Oh,
second word.
sorry. Second one, way.
Give way. Give way.
Give way.
Uh-huh. And what about completely? Is that a word that we should emphasize?
Completely.
Is that is
The middle syllable, yes.
completely? Completely.
Yes, completely.
Give way completely.
Give way completely.
But at these words, Helen's overwrought nerves give way completely.
But at these words, Helen's overwrought nerves give way completely.
Okay, and then Mohammed, what is in the next bubble?
I've had enough. Do you hear? I want to stay here, and you can't keep me here.
What does that mean if you say, I've had enough?
Like, leave me, I am in trouble now.
That means I've reached the limit. I can't do this anymore. I'm finished with this.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Have you seen that before? That's very common to say, I've had enough. That means I've reached the limit. I can't tolerate this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, and now you see that all of the words are in bold. So that means they're all emphasized. Now, how will you read that phrase if all of the words are emphasized?
I've had enough.
I've had enough. Make it very big. Make the vowel sounds very big.
I've had enough.
Okay. And then what is the question that they ask after that?
You hear?
And which words do you think are important in that question?
Here.
Okay. Do you hear?
You hear?
I've had enough. Do you hear?
I've had enough. Do you hear?
Okay, now in the next phrase, I won't stay here. Which words do you think we should focus on?
Stay
Okay.
and hear.
All right. So how would that sound if you put all four of those words together?
You want to stay here.
I won't stay here.
I won't stay here.
Okay. And in the final part of the phrase, and you can't keep me here, which words are important?
Keep and here.
Okay. So how would that sound if you put all of those words together? And you can't keep me here.
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 Okay. All right. Mr. Pachu. Let's see. Can you read the next bubble? What does it say?
Okay, sir. So, do you practice vocabulary or just reading?
Well, you see, I think we're almost finished with this story. Let me see how many pages we have left. I haven't been keeping track of vocabulary today because there wasn't much. I didn't see much. Oh, we've got
Yeah.
uh, two more page. Oh, we've got several more pages. I guess we won't be finishing this today. I thought maybe we could, but we still have a few pages. Okay. Uh, I've been wanting to try something different, and maybe today is a good day to try this because we've got a lot of people. We've got Alex and Mohammed and Pachu, and even Sarah's here, but she's on mute. So maybe we'll try something different because I didn't make a list today of vocabulary words. But what I was thinking is we could try to make a story together. Okay. So what that means is, and we'll use ChatGPT to help us. Okay. But this means that we'll be making our own sentences. Okay. With our own words.
Uh, can I
Go ahead.
can I suggest something you maybe said before that we can talk about the current news in the world,
Oh, you want to
like
try that?
open any
You want to try that?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Let's see. I'm kind of not.
Because I see the news videos go viral in YouTube.
All right. Let's. All right. Let's do this. Okay. So I'm just going to take a break. And no, but here's the thing. Okay, I agree with you, Mohammed, that we should try that, and I would like to try that. But I think that we also need to do something where we have an opportunity